Hello everyone, it's me, it's Mark, and I'm here with you for another live stream class. Yay! Before I do anything, I need to know if you can see me. I need to know if you can hear me. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is A-OK. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is working how it should be. Lolly says yes. Thank you, Lolly. Let's see. Helga says yes. Thank you, Helga. Sleepwalker says yes. Thank you, Sleepwalker. Asia. Hello, Asia. Welcome back. Sham says yes. Thank you, Shams. Miley says yes. Thank you, Miley. Hideo says yes. Thank you, Hideo. Trolley says yes. Thank you, Trolley. Mary is in the house. Mary says yes. Thank you, Mary. Tomas says yes. Thank you, Tomas. Bezari says yes. Thank you, Bezari. Okay. You can see me. You can hear me. Everything is working how it should be. So that's good. And so, as you know, we always start our class with a toast, actually 2 toasts. So whatever you're drinking, pick it up. And our first toast will be for the green team. You see them, their names are in green. They support me, they support the channel. So let's give the green team a big thank you. Here we go. Cheers, bump, cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Our second toast, it is for you. Yes, it's for you. Because without you, there's no reason for me to be here. So let's toast to you. Let's toast a fun, interesting, informative, and productive lesson today. Cheers, bump, cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Okay, good. Now let's talk about today's class. And right here I have today's lesson plan. And of course we are busy. We're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 activities. 5 activities for you. 5 activities for your success. Yes, we are starting with an idiom, and we have, it's a worksheet, and we have example sentences done by the green team. We will look at their sentences, and then of course you will make your own sentences using the idiom. After that, we have listening with a twist. There's an original story, and then there are 2 versions. And then each version, there are some changes in those versions. You have to listen for those changes. Then after that, we have Lolly's Revenge. That's a conversation between 2 people, Joe and Sue. After that, we have positive, negative connotation pairs. So we will talk about adjectives that have similar meanings, but one is a positive connotation, meaning it invokes a positive feeling, and there's another one that provokes a negative feeling. So we'll look at those 2 adjectives and how to use them in a positive way and a negative way. Then we finish with a substitution drill. It's another worksheet. All these have worksheets, and we have a pattern, and we have substitution words that go into that pattern. We will look at those substitutions, and then you'll make your own sentence using the pattern. So I hope you're ready to practice with me and in the chat. By participating in the chat, by practicing in the chat, you are helping yourself and you are helping others at the same time. Yes, you are. So please participate in the chat. If you want to practice with us, you must be a subscriber to my channel. I do that to keep the bots out, to keep the spamming out, so we have a fun and safe place to practice our English together. So if you want to help yourself and help others at the same time, subscribe to my channel, get into the chat, and practice with us. And remember, only subscribers, because we want to keep the bots out and keep the spamming out, so we have a safe and fun place to practice our English together. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. We're starting with an idiom, and the idiom is meet halfway. Meet halfway. There's a worksheet. We have example sentences by the green team. Okay, so I'll write the idiom on the board. This is our first activity, and the idiom is meet halfway. Okay, meet halfway, and that means to compromise. To compromise. Right? So there's two people, and one person gives a little and the other person gives a little. So then they come to a conclusion. They come to a compromise, right? They're meeting halfway. And we might say like bargaining, right? So I want to pay this. No, I want to pay that. And so you give a little, right? Your side gives a little, their side gives a little, and you meet in the middle. You meet halfway. It's a compromise. It's both people feel satisfactory. Okay, so I have an example sentence, and then we'll look at the worksheet, the members' example sentences. My example sentence: I bought the car because the salesman met me halfway on the price. I bought the car because the salesman met me halfway on the price. So we compromised on the price, so I bought it. Okay, so here's my sentence one more time. I bought the car because the salesman met me halfway on the price, right? So we both compromised, right? The salesman said, okay, the car costs this much. I didn't want to pay that much. So I gave him a counter offer. I said, okay, I'll pay this price. And then of course, he said, oh, that's too low. So he offered this price. And I said, oh, that's still a little high. I offered this price. And so we adjusted, and until we were both satisfied, and we came to an agreement. We met halfway. Okay, good. Let's now look at the worksheet. I'll put it on the screen so we can check out more examples, right? We learn by examples. So the more examples you have, the better idea and better chance that you can use it in the right way, right? And idioms are tricky. They can be tricky because the meaning isn't exactly the way it is in the dictionary, right? Okay, where is it? Here it is. There it is. It's too small, so we have to make it larger. Let's make it larger. Here we go. Here we go. There it is. Okay, there's our worksheet. Here is our idiom. Meet halfway. Meet halfway. So we have so to compromise, right? So we have example sentences, and we have Marian sentence. the negotiators met halfway, then clapped their hands, right? They clapped with satisfaction, right? The negotiators met halfway, then clapped their hands. They were happy. It was win-win. Lolly's here. This is Lolly's sentence. I know we have different opinions, but I'm willing to meet halfway. One more time. I know we have different opinions, but I'm willing to meet halfway. Nice sentence. Lolly, right? So we are compromising, right? Tetsuro sentence. Negotiations between Joe and his customer went on for hours until they agreed to meet halfway. One more time. Negotiations between Joe and his customer went on for hours until they agreed to meet halfway. Yep. So it was a battle. They argued, but they negotiated to meet halfway. Good one. Okay, we have Mary's sentence. Mary's here. Mary says, my friends had different ideas for the party, so they decided to meet halfway. One more time. My friends had different ideas for the party, so they decided to meet halfway, right? So they compromised. Maybe they used both ideas to come together, right? And they compromised. They met halfway. Mirena's here. Mirena, her sentence is, in a healthy negotiation, it is crucial to meet halfway because arrogance breeds wars. In a healthy negotiation, it is crucial to meet halfway because arrogance breeds wars, right? So no one could be 100%, I don't want to say right, but in proper negotiation, both people have to feel they lost a little or they gained a little and the other lost a little, right? And the other way around, right? So, and that the other party feels, okay, they lost a little and we won a little, right? So they compromised and they met halfway, and so they could agree. Okay, Marcos, I think, did I see Marcos here? Yeah, Marcos, hello Marcos. Here is Marcos's sentence. Joe loves city life, but Sue prefers the countryside. Then they met halfway by moving to the suburbs, right? In the middle there. Joe loves the city life and Sue prefers the countryside. Then they met halfway by moving to the suburbs, right? So we have the city, let's think of that as the center. Then you have the countryside, which is the most outer part. But then the suburbs are between the countryside and the city. So that is a compromise. Good one, Marcos. Tomas is here. Here is Tomas's sentence. How much is it? It costs $5. I'll give you $4. Meet me halfway, make it $4.50. Okay, that's a deal. One more time. How much is it? It costs $5. I'll give you $4. Meet me halfway, make it $4.50. Okay, you got a deal. Okay, that's really good, Tomas. We can see negotiating prices, right? Good job. All right, everyone. So we got example sentences. And now, of course, we want to see your sentences. So in the chat, make your sentences. The idiom is meet halfway. That means compromise. Compromise, right? You give a little, they give a little, and you make a deal. You make a pact. You decide that is what you're going to do by compromising. Okay, let's go back to the worksheet. You can see the example sentences. Now in the chat, I want to see your sentences. Okay, Sleepwalker, we could not agree on the time of the meeting, but my friend met me halfway at 6 p.m. Helga, it is very important to meet halfway when in a relationship. I agree. I agree. Okay, Sleepwalker, stop arguing. Let's meet halfway and find the best solution. Nice. Miley, they propose to meet me halfway, but in reality, they want me to follow their path entirely. Yeah, that's don't compromise, don't agree. That is not meeting someone halfway, right, Miley? Say no, that is not a good compromise. Okay. Let's go 2 minutes, okay? So write your sentences in the next 2 minutes, and then we will go to our next activity. Okay, so 2 minutes is on the clock, on the timer. And okay, there, we're counting down. Write your sentences using the idiom meet halfway. Okay, Lolly, let's meet halfway and find a solution that satisfies both parties. Very good. And that is exactly what it means. Good one, Lolly. Okay, Mary has a sentence. We can meet halfway and choose a restaurant we both like. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, so, right, both people have to agree. And so there's negotiation, there's like preferences, right? And so you have a preference, the other person has a preference. So you compromise, you meet halfway and decide a place or an action, right? Yeah, good one, Lolly. Okay, we're about 50 seconds, so get your sentence in the chat. And of course, you know, we have lots of activities to do today, so I need to keep the time going. I have to keep conscious. I have to be aware of the clock. But if you want to practice this idiom anytime, don't, you know, just because I go to the next activity doesn't mean that you can't practice using whatever activity we're doing on the board. I always keep it on the board so you can see it, and if you want to use it, go ahead. But I'm just going to change to the next activity. But if you want to use the idiom, go right ahead. And there we go. That is the clock is sounding. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Helga. To be, I'm not sure that word. Oh, pest. Is that like just eating fish, maybe? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Sleepwalker, the teacher met halfway with the students and let them leave the class a little earlier today. Yep. Okay, Hannah, I ran out of ideas, but my brother met me halfway and we completed the project. Good. Marcos, the high price was the problem, but in the end, they met halfway. So we want to say met, right? Because it already happened, right? Okay, Maitra, when I have a different attitude about something with my sister, we try to meet halfway. Yeah, yes, Maitra. We try to meet halfway. Try to meet halfway. Okay, good. I now will go to our second activity, but I need to get the worksheet off the screen here. And of course, Of course, everything you see here is on my Patreon. All these worksheets are on my Patreon. Okay, good. Okay, so let's go now to our next activity, and that is listening with a twist. Listening with a twist. That is a story with two versions, and you have to listen for the changes. Listening with a twist. Listening with a twist. We have the original story. So the first, number one, is the original story. Then we have version 1, and then we have version 2. And in version 1, there are some changes, and in version 2, there are some changes. Actually, in version 2, there are more changes, different changes. So you have to listen carefully for the changes. What changes from the original story? Okay, so let's do that. Here we go. So I'm going to see it, but you can't see it. Let's see, where is it? Listening with a twist. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay. I don't want you to see it right now. So I actually, on my computer, which you can't see, I have the story. Okay. So I'm going to read the story, and I want you to listen carefully. This is the base story. I'm going to read it 3 times. And then I will read the first version, and you're going to listen to what are the changes from the original to the first version story. Okay, here we go. We've been doing this for a while. We've been doing this for a while now. This is the 20th one. This is the 20th story. Okay, here we go. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now, you can't see the story. You will see the story after the 3rd time. I will put on the screen so you will be able to see the story. Read it with me, okay? But right now, you're only listening. It's listening practice. Okay, here we go. Nina went to a local festival on Saturday evening. There were food stalls, music, and games. She ate grilled corn and drank lemonade. Nina watched fireworks at 8 p.m. and took lots of pictures. She got home around 9:30, feeling happy and tired. Okay, here we go, 2nd time. Nina went to a local festival on Saturday evening. There were food stalls, music, and games. She ate grilled corn and drank lemonade. Nina watched fireworks at 8 p.m. and took lots of pictures. She got home around 9:30, feeling happy and tired. Okay, here's 3rd time, last time. Then I will show you the story. Nina went to a local festival on Saturday evening. There were food stalls, music, and games. She ate grilled corn and drank lemonade. Nina watched fireworks at 8 p.m. and took lots of pictures. She got home around 9:30, feeling happy and tired. Okay. I will put it on the screen now. Okay, there it is. Okay, there we go. Let's read the story. Here we go. Nina went to a local festival on Saturday evening. there were, hold on a second. There we go. Okay. There were food stalls, music, and games. She ate grilled corn and drank lemonade. Nina watched fireworks at 8 p.m. and took lots of pictures. She got home around 9:30, feeling happy and tired. Okay, that is the base story. That is the original story. Now I'm going to read the first version, and you're going to listen for the changes. What changes today? What are the changes? Okay, here we go. Story. Well, this is the first version. And there are, I'll count the changes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 changes. 5 changes. What are those 5 changes? Okay, here we go. That's your challenge. What are the 5 changes? We will count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nina went to a local festival on Friday evening. There were food stalls, dancing, and games. She ate grilled chicken and drank lemonade. Nina watched fireworks at 7:30 p.m. and took lots of pictures. She got home around 10, feeling happy and tired. Okay, here we go. Second time. What are the changes? Write them in the chat. Nina went to a local festival on Friday evening. There were food stalls, dancing, and games. She ate grilled chicken and drank lemonade. Nina watched fireworks at 7:30 p.m. and took lots of pictures. She got home around 10, feeling happy and tired. Okay, here we go. Last time, third time. What are the changes? Nina went to a local festival on Friday evening. There were food stalls, dancing, and games. She ate grilled chicken and drank lemonade. Nina watched fireworks at 7:30 p.m. and took lots of pictures. She got home around 10, feeling happy and tired. Okay, what are the changes? Now I could see the chat. I couldn't see the chat because I was reading the story. Okay, so we got 5 changes and sleepwalker. Let's see. Friday, dancing, chicken, 7:30, 10 p.m. 5 changes. Mary, Saturday evening changes to Friday evening. Helga, Friday, dancing, chicken, 7:30, 10. Mary says music changes to dancing. Zara, Friday evening, dancing, chicken, 7:30, 10. Mary says grilled corn changes to grilled chicken. Which do you like better? Grilled corn or grilled chicken? Which do you prefer? Right? Grilled chicken, that's a summer food, right? Mary, 8 p.m. changes to 7 p.m. Lolly, Friday, dancing, chicken, 7:30, 10. Okay, let's have a look. Let's look. Oh, no, Sleepwalker doesn't like corn. No corn for me, she says. Shams, Friday, dancing, chicken, 7:30, 10. Mary, 9:30 changes to 10. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, there it is. Sometimes it's hard to find it. Okay, here we go. And there are the changes. Let's read the story again. Here we go. Let's read it together. Nina went to a local festival on Friday evening. There were food stalls, dancing, and games. She ate grilled chicken and drank lemonade. Nina watched fireworks at 7:30 p.m. and took lots of pictures. She got home around 10, feeling happy and tired. Yeah, so the changes are Saturday to Friday, music to dancing, corn to chicken, 8 p.m. to 7 p.m., 9:30 to 10. Okay, good, good, good. Well, we got another version. We got version number 2, and there are more changes. There are more changes. Oh, Mary says she prefers grilled corn to chicken. Yeah, grilled corn is really good. Really sweet, delicious. Okay, let's go version 2, and I will tell you how many changes there are. There's more changes. Let's see, we got 1, 2. Okay, now there are groups. Okay, so some people go, oh, those 2 words actually. So I'm going to say like groups of words. Okay, groups of words. I'm calling a group 1. Okay, so not just one, but some are groups, right? So let's see. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 11. 11, if we're getting technical. Okay, here we go. I will read it 3 times. What are the changes? Here we go. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me get some water. Okay, here we go. Nina went to a musical... One more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nina went to a music festival on Sunday afternoon. There were live bands, art displays, and rides. She drank iced tea. Nina watched a performance at 3 p.m. She got home at 9:30, feeling excited and energetic. Okay, here we go. Second time. Nina went to a music festival on Sunday afternoon. There were live bands, art displays, and rides. She drank iced tea. Nina watched a performance at 3 p.m. She got home at 9:30, feeling excited and energetic. Third time, last time. Nina went to a music festival on Sunday afternoon. There were live bands, art displays, and rides. She drank iced tea. Nina watched a performance at 3 p.m. She got home at 9:30, feeling excited and energetic. Okay, we got one. Now I'm doing groups of words, like a little phrase here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go 10 with groups of words here. Groups. Okay. Now I can see the chat. Here we go. What are the changes? Zara, music, Sunday afternoon, iced tea, 3 p.m., 9:30, excited, live bands. Lolly, music festival, Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m., 9:30. It's okay, Lolly, a lot of words. Sleepwalker, music, Sunday afternoon, live bands, art display, rides, iced tea, performance at 3 p.m. Excited, energetic. Sleepwalker's always on her game. Mary, local festival, music festival. Helga, music, Sunday afternoon, live bands, iced tea, art displays, iced tea performance. Mary, Saturday evening, change to Sunday afternoon. Okay, Mary, lemonade, change to iced tea. Yeah. Okay, there are a lot of changes, so why don't we just look? Let's have a look. I think that's a good idea. We had a lot, so let's look at it together. Yeah, Mary, fireworks, change to performance. Okay, there we go. There are all three, and there's the third one. Let's read it together. Nina went to a music festival on Sunday afternoon. There were live bands, art displays, and rides. She drank iced tea. Nina watched a performance at 3 p.m. She got home at 9:30, feeling excited and energetic. So there we go. So the changes are local festival changed to music festival. Saturday evening changed to Sunday afternoon. Food stalls changed to live bands. Music changed to art displays. Games changed to rides. And then lemonade changed to iced tea. Fireworks changed to watched a performance, I should say, at 3 p.m. So 8 p.m. changed to 3 p.m. And then got home around 9:30, changed to at 9:30, right? So around changed to at, and then tired changed to tired changed to excited and energetic. Yeah. Or Mary. Happy and tired changed to excited and energetic. Yeah. Okay, good. Well, let's now read all three together. Okay, let me put this one down here. Okay, so let's read all three together, and then after that, you will read it by yourself. So we're gonna read all three together, okay? So let's do that right now. Here we go. The first story, the original story. Nina went to a local festival on Saturday evening. There were food stalls, music, and games. She ate grilled corn and drank lemonade. Nina watched fireworks at 8 p.m. and took lots of pictures. She got home around 9:30, feeling happy and tired. Now, story two, the first version, right? The changes. Nina went to a local festival on Friday evening. There were food stalls, dancing, and games. She ate grilled chicken and drank lemonade. Nina watched fireworks at 7:30 p.m. and took lots of pictures. She got home around 10, feeling happy and tired. Okay, here is the second version. Nina went to a music festival on Sunday afternoon. There were live bands, art displays, and rides. She drank iced tea. Nina watched a performance at 3 p.m. She got home at 9:30, feeling excited and entered. Oh, why did I do that? Feeling excited and energetic. Feeling excited and energetic. Okay, good, good, good. Now it's, hold on, I got a cough, hold on. Oh, sorry about that. Whenever I hold, right, I was holding in that cough because of the mic. Oh, that's a killer. Okay, sorry about that. Nguyen, hello Nguyen. Okay, so let's, you read all three. I'm going to put 3 minutes on the timer. Wait, what are we doing here? Okay, we got 3 minutes. I want you to read the stories out loud. I want you to listen to your voice. I want you to listen to yourself reading, okay? So you're gonna read all three out loud. I'm gonna put 3 minutes on the timer. Can you do it in 3 minutes? If you can't, that's okay. There's no rush. Just do your best. The important thing is for you to read it out loud. So you're listening to yourself read, okay? So let's start here. Here we go. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and start. So there you go. Okay. Everyone finished? If you're, okay, Henna's done. If you're done, let me know. Say yes in the chat if you are done. Okay, Lolly, good. Okay, Sleepwalker. Let me get a couple more yeses and then we will go to our next activity. Miley, Zara. Okay, good, good, good. Shams, good. Okay, let's put it away. And of course, everything you see on the screen, all the worksheets, all the reading, all the activities, they're on my Patreon. Support me there so I can support you here. Okay, thank you. Oh, Mary. Nina forgot to take pictures at the music festival. Maybe her phone died. Maybe all the juice of her battery ran out. So that could have been it. Or she just forgot to. Okay, good, Mary. Okay, let's go to our next activity, and that is Lolly's Revenge. It's Lolly's Revenge. Yeah, Lolly's Revenge. We like Lolly's Revenge. It is a conversation between two people, Joe and Sue, and there are 4 steps. Step 1 is the conversation. I will read the conversation and you will listen carefully because step 2 are questions and answers. I have 4 questions for you to answer. Then after that, we will read the conversation together and then we will say the sentence. We will be Joe. We will be Sue. We will be the conversation. That is shadowing. That is speaking practice, okay? And so I will read the conversation 3 times. I want you to listen carefully because I will then ask you 4 questions about the conversation. Okay, here we go. And during the conversation, during the reading, I cannot see the chat, so I'm sorry about that. Okay, there it is. I see the conversation, but I don't see the chat, so I'm sorry about that. So I will read the conversation 3 times. This is Joe. When you see my thumb, Joe is speaking. This is Sue. When you see my pinky finger, this is when Sue is speaking, okay? So please say hello to Joe. Hello, Joe. Please say hello to Sue. Hello, Sue. Okay, are you ready for the conversation? Okay, good. Let's count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Joe is first. Sue, where is my birth certificate? I think it's in the lockbox. I see it, thanks. Why do you need your birth certificate? I need to apply for a passport. You don't have a passport? No, never needed one before. Why do you need one now? With all these earthquakes, I might have to get out of town fast. Don't be silly. Okay, here we go. Second time. Joe's first. Sue, where is my birth certificate? I think it's in the lockbox. I see it, thanks. Why do you need your birth certificate? I need to apply for a passport. You don't have a passport? No, never needed one before. Why do you need one now? With all these earthquakes, I might have to get out of town fast. Don't be silly. Okay, here we go. One more time. Joe's first. Sue, where is my birth certificate? I think it's in the lockbox. I see it, thanks. Why do you need your birth certificate? I need to apply for a passport. Don't you have a passport? No, never needed one before. Why do you need one now? With all these earthquakes, I might have to get out of town fast. Don't be silly. Okay, that was the conversation. That was Joe and Sue. I read it 3 times. Now it's time to check the box. Okay, I've got questions for you. 4 questions. Here we go. Let me find them. Okay, I see the question, but you don't. So I will ask you the questions, but then I'll show you the questions too. So first, of course, I want you to listen. Here we go. Question number 1. What is Joe looking for? What is Joe looking for? What is Joe looking for? Put it right here on the screen. You can see it. There it is. I gotta bring it down. Okay. There we go. Make it a little bit bigger. What is Joe looking for? What is Joe looking for? Hold on a sec. I want to, listening with a twist, I got to get that out of the way. Oh, I did. Okay. Good. Okay. I am now going to see the chat here. Okay, so question number 1. What is Joe looking for? Okay, Sleepwalker, Joe is looking for his birth certificate. Yes. Lolly, he's looking for his birth certificate. Good. Miley, his birth certificate. Helga, Joe is looking for his birth certificate. Mitra, he is looking for his birth certificate. Mary, Joe is looking for his birth certificate. Zara, birth certificate. Marcos, he's looking for his birth certificate. Tomas, he's looking for his birth certificate. Shams, Joe's looking for his birth certificate. Nuan, he's looking for his birth certificate. Henna, birth certificate. Tomas, birth certificate. Woo! That is correct, everyone. Good job. Here we go. Question 2. Where is the birth certificate? Where is the birth certificate? Where is the birth certificate? That is question number 2. Where is the birth certificate? There it is, right there. Question number 2. Where is the birth certificate? Where is it? Where is it? Costa Magna is in the house. Hello, Costa Magna. Okay, Sleepwalker. It might be in the lockbox. Helga, in the lockbox. Lolly, as Sue, told him the certificate is in the lockbox. Miley says, maybe in the lockbox. Shams in the lockbox. Zara in the lockbox. Tomas in the lockbox. Mary in the lockbox. Nuan in the lockbox. Marcos in the lockbox. Henna in the lockbox. Okay, yeah, that is correct. The birth certificate is in the lockbox. Okay, question number 3. Why does Joe need a passport? Why does Joe need a passport? Why does Joe need a passport? Let's look at the question. Question 3. Why does Joe need a passport? Why does Joe need a passport? Sleepwalker, because he wants to get out of the city. Tomas says, because of earthquakes. Miley, for fear of earthquakes, having to run away. Good. Lolly, because with all the earthquakes, he might have to get out of the city. Good answers. Good answers. Helga, Joe is a clever man. He must have all documents to get out of the city if earthquakes happen. Mary, Joe wants to get out of town because of earthquakes. Marcos, he's worried with all the earthquakes and thinking about getting out of the city. Good, good, good. Okay, yeah, great. Good, Helga. Sham says, because of earthquakes. Okay, question number 4. Question 4 is for you. Question 4 is for you. It is for you to answer your situation, your life. Here we go. Question number 4. Have you ever used a passport? Where did you go? Have you ever used a passport? Where did you go? Have you ever used a passport? Where did you go? It's for you. Question for you. Here it is. Number 4. Have you ever used a passport? Where did you go? Marcos, better safe than sorry. Yep. Yeah, Nuan, because of earthquakes. Helga says, you are not a human without a passport here. Zara, yes, I used one last month. I went to London. Nice, Zara. Tomas says, of course, I used it many times. Okay, I'm going to put the timer on. Okay, I'm going to put 3 minutes there for you to answer this. Okay, there we go. Countdown. We're going 3 minutes and then we will read the conversation. So 3 minutes, answer the question. Have you ever used a passport? Where did you go? Mary says, I've used my passport when I went to the USA. Miley, unfortunately, yes. And I will use it again, but less and less willingly. Sleepwalker, a passport is an important thing. If you want to travel by train, plane, you need a passport, of course. Lolly, yes, I used my passport. Yes, I used my passport 3 months ago during my 1-week trip to Cambridge. Good, Lolly, used. Tomas says, I went to Poland, Austria, Croatia, England, Greece. Wow, wonderful, Tomas. I'm jealous. I've never been to any of those countries. I've never been to Europe. Marcos, I've used my passport many times, and I have visited many countries in Europe, South America, and North America. Mary, okay. Hannah, nope, because I don't travel out of the country. Shams, yes, I use it when I want to go any place. Helga says, they demand a passport for any reason in any organization. Tomas, go to America. Check out the USA, Tomas. You will have fun in the USA. I know you would love it. Okay, we got about 40 seconds here, and then we will read the conversation. Costa Magna, I use my passport every year. Oh, in the US, Tomas? Okay, let's go to the reading. Let's read the conversation together. I will put it on the screen so you can see it. We'll read the conversation together. Okay, Tomas. Oh, that's interesting. Did you tell me? I don't think you ever mentioned that before. I don't remember you saying your father lived in the States. Okay, questions and answers. Check. Okay, let's read the conversation together. Here we go. There it is. Let's make it larger. And here is the conversation. Let's read it together. Joe says, Sue, where is my birth certificate? I think it's in the lockbox. I see it, thanks. Why do you need your birth certificate? I need to apply for a passport. You don't have a passport? No, never needed one before. Why do you need one now? With all these earthquakes, I might have to get out of town fast. Don't be silly. Okay, we always read it 3 times, so here we go. Second time, let's read it together. Sue, where is my birth certificate? I think it's in the lockbox. I see it, thanks. Why do you need your birth certificate? I need to apply for a passport. You don't have a passport? No, never needed one before. Why do you need one now? With all these earthquakes, I might have to get out of town fast. Don't be silly. Okay, one more time. Here we go. Sue, where is my birth certificate? I think it's in the lockbox. I see it, thanks. Why do you need your birth certificate? I need to apply for a passport. You don't have a passport? No, never needed one before. Why do you need one now? With all these earthquakes, I might have to get out of town fast. Don't be silly. Okay, that is the conversation. And we're going to shadow now. So let's check the box. We read the conversation 3 times. Let's check the box. Now we're going to shadow. We're going to be Joe. We're going to be Sue. We're going to say the sentences together. You're not going to see the sentences. You are going to say them with me at the same time. You'll be using 2 skills at the same time. Your listening skills and speaking skills. Input, output, input, output. It's a challenge, but that's why you are here. Okay. Boston. I've never been to Boston, Tomas. Okay, nice. Okay, Miley says, I learned that a birth certificate is kept in the lockbox and that to escape earthquakes it is better to keep your passport handy. But what if it is in the lockbox? Yeah, well, the lockbox, if there's a fire, right? So the important thing about a lockbox is they are fireproof, right? And so if there's a fire, or even like, let's say an earthquake and things crash and break, well, your important documents are in that lockbox. They'll be safe. So hopefully you won't lose your lockbox. That's a problem, right, Miley? But if there's a fire or, a flood, then if it's not protected, you might lose that important document. Yes, so Tomas, Boston's on the East Coast, close to New York. Los Angeles is on the West Coast. Yeah, so they're very far apart. Okay, let's shadow, shall we? I will pop up the conversation. I see it, but you don't see it. I can't see the chat right now because I'm looking at the conversation. Okay, so we're going to say each sentence 3 times together at the same time. We are shadowing. Let me get some water here. Okay, here we go. Here is Joe. He's first. We are saying the sentences together. Sue, where is my birth certificate? Where is my birth certificate? Where is my birth certificate? I think it's in the lockbox. I think it's in the lockbox. I think it's in the lockbox. I see it. Thanks. I see it. Thanks. I see it. Thanks. Why do you need your birth certificate? Why do you need your birth certificate? Why do you need your birth certificate? I need to apply for a passport. I need to apply for a passport. I need to apply for a passport. You don't have a passport? You don't have a passport? You don't have a passport? No, never needed one before. No, never needed one before. No, never needed one before. Why do you need one now? Why do you need one now? Why do you need one now? With all these earthquakes, I might have to get out of town fast. With all these earthquakes, I might have to get out of town fast. With all these earthquakes, I might have to get out of town fast. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. Okay, good. That was shadowing. We said the sentences together. Let's check the box. Now, after shadowing, we always look at the conversation for the last time. Oh, Lolly says, I think Joe is foresighted. He sees the future. Okay, good. All right, so let's look at the conversation one more time before we say goodbye to Joe and Sue for today. We see them every week, but let's say goodbye to them for today. Here we go. Sue, where is my birth certificate? I think it's in the lockbox. I see it, thanks. Why do you need a birth certificate? I need to apply for a passport. You don't have a passport? No, never needed one before. Why do you need one now? With all these earthquakes, I might have to get out of town fast. Don't be silly. Okay, good. All right, that was Lolly's Revenge. Yeah, Lolly's Revenge. Okay. Let's go to our next activity, shall we? And our next activity is positive, negative connotation pairs. Number 4, I'll put number 4 right here. Activity 4, positive, negative connotation pairs. Okay, so we got positive, negative connotation pairs. These are adjectives, right? So adjectives describe things, right? And how you describe things and well, nouns, right? So you could describe people with adjectives and things, right? So, and situations. So, there are many ways to describe people, many ways to describe things, and there are positive ways and negative ways. And connotations are feelings, right? So there are positive feelings and negative feelings, and words have power, words have positive feelings, and words have negative feelings. So when you use positive words to describe things and people, they feel happy, or, you know, oh, that's good, that's positive. Or if you use negative words to describe people or things, maybe they feel a little down, they're like, ugh, right? Maybe we don't feel so good using negative words, right? Because they have negative connotations, they have negative feelings. So we're going to talk about two adjectives that mean the same thing, but one is positive and one is negative. And we have a worksheet. So yeah, let's look at the worksheet and then we could talk more. So let's have a look at today's negative or positive and negative words here. Okay, there we go. And of course, Patreon, all the worksheets on my Patreon. Okay, there it is. You gotta make it larger. Okay, so we have connotation pairs and match the pairs. Match each negative word with its positive partner. So we have talkative, reckless, arrogant. Talkative, reckless, arrogant. Those are negative feelings. And then we have daring, proud, communicative. Daring, proud, communicative. Now, talkative, what's the positive word for that? Reckless, what is the positive word for that? Arrogant, what's the positive word for that? Okay, let's see. So, of course, the answers, what are the answers? 1, 2, 3. Hello, Nguyen. Hello, Nguyen. How are you today? We're practicing positive and negative adjectives. Which ones are positive, which ones are negative, and how we use them. Okay, let's see. Lolly, 1 is C. So talkative is communicative. Yeah, so communicative is the positive pair. 2, Lolly says A. Reckless, daring. Yep, so daring is the positive pair. And then, of course, arrogant is B. 3 is B, the positive pair. Good, good, good. Yeah. Okay, let's go to part 2 here. Here we go. Part 2. I can make it a little bit larger. I know a lot of you are using phones, and you have a small screen, so we can make it larger for you. Okay, so choose the better word. Choose the better word. Choose the word with the more positive tone for each sentence. Positive tone. So the way we say it, how we say it. So the positive tone. So number 1, she shares ideas clearly and listens well. Which one is positive? Yeah, good, Lolly. Communicative, right? So she shares ideas clearly and listens well. She is communicative. She shares ideas clearly and listens well. She is communicative. 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 Okay, number 2. Yeah, so B. Yeah, so it's B. He tried something new and exciting. He tried something new and exciting. He is daring. He is daring, right? He tried something new and exciting. He is daring. Yeah, and then 3, she feels good about what she achieved. She feels good about what she achieved. Yeah, proud. Very good. She is proud. She feels good about what she achieved. She is proud. All right. Let's go to our third part here. Okay, part 3. Rewrite the sentence. Do it again. Change the sentence. Rewrite the sentence. Change the sentence. Rewrite each sentence using a more positive word. Rewrite each sentence using a more positive word. He is talkative and never stops chatting. He is talkative and never stops chatting. Number 2, she is reckless and she made that decision. Or when, sorry. She is reckless when she made that decision. I think I messed it up again. She was reckless when she made that decision. One more time. She was reckless when she made that decision. And 3, he's arrogant and brags all the time. He's arrogant and brags all the time. Let's make the sentence positive. Okay, sleepwalker. He is communicative. He is a communicative person and has a lot of friends. Very good. One more time. He is a communicative person and has a lot of friends. Well done. Lolly. He is communicative and likes to talk with people. Very good. Miley. He is communicative and listens a lot. Very good. Great sentences, everyone. Helga. He is communicative and likes to share his ideas with people. Very good. All right, Lolly 2. She was proud when he wins the competition. Or when he wins the competition. Let's see, Lolly, we got to change your sentence a little bit. How about let's make it like anytime. So let's don't put it in the past. Let's just put it in the present tense. So she is proud when he wins competitions. So anytime, right? Anytime. She is proud when he wins competitions. Mary, he is communicative and friends love him. Oh, I like it, Mary. He is communicative and friends love him. Very good. Sleepwalker. She is daring to start her own business. Very good. She is daring to start her own business. Miley. When she was, she was daring and she tried everything. She was daring and tried everything. Okay, good. He's proud when he wins competitions. Good, good, Lolly. Helga, she was daring when she made that decision. Mary, she was daring when she started playing the drums. Good, good. Right, so you can see how just changing these words, you can make the sentence more positive, right? You can make it better by using these positive adjectives, right? So it's really important knowing how to use these adjectives, when to use them, right? And because words evoke feelings, right? Words evoke, meaning brings out feelings, right? You can make someone happy or you can make someone sad. And so we want to make people happy. So use positive adjectives, right? To make people feel better. Yeah, make people feel happy. So let's look at these words real quick here. So we have communicative. Communicative, right? And that's positive. And then talkative. It's not too bad. We'll talk more about it. And basically expressive. So it means to be expressive, right? So you can, when you want to use expressive, when you have that idea, you have different adjectives you can use, right? And then daring. And reckless. and kind of brave, I guess. And then proud and arrogant. And that's someone confident. Okay, so, right? And so we have ways to use expressive, right? Someone who is someone expressive, they're expressing their ideas, right? They are describing their ideas, right? And so someone who's communicative, right? They enjoy expressing their ideas. They enjoy speaking with people. They enjoy communicating with people. And then talkative, that, you know, that's not so bad. You know, that someone, they like having conversation, they like talking, but when the connotation of talkative, someone who's just chatting all the time and maybe, you know, let other people speak, right? Listening is very important, right? So communication, it's kind of like half speaking, half listening, right? When you're communicating, there's someone else there, right? And so they want to, the other person wants to talk too. The other person wants to express their ideas as well. But if someone's just always talking, they're very talkative, they're not listening much, right? And so that's negative, right? So a talkative person may be or may not be listening that much, right? Where someone's communicative, you know, they're good communicators, and that means they're also listening and letting the other person express their ideas. So the other person is happy talking with this person, right? So the person who is communicative, the other person enjoys speaking with this person, where maybe this person, they don't really enjoy it so much because this person is not listening. Daring, reckless, brave. And so reckless, that is, they're taking big chances. They're taking, maybe they could be taking stupid chances, right? So there's a good chance that they will get hurt or they will hurt other people. Daring, they're, you know, maybe they're doing something a little more, you know, they're thinking about it, you know, they understand the consequences, right? They understand this. If I do this, I might hurt myself, right? So a brave person, like a policeman or a fireman, you know, we think of those people as brave because their job is to help other people, right? And in dangerous situations. So they're brave, but they're not being stupid about it, right? And so they're trained, you know, they've been in the situations before. Where someone reckless, you know, they're not thinking about the consequences. They're not thinking about someone can get hurt. So this is more negative. And then confident, right? Confident, I can do it. I can do it. And so someone like proud, you know, they know themselves. They are proud of themselves, and so they're able to maybe, you know, do something like speak in public, give a public speech, right? And they feel confident doing that. Where someone arrogant, they're more like into themselves and like, I'm the best. I'm number one. And so they're like the confidence, this is a negative trait, right? So it's good to be confident, right? It's important to be confident, but arrogance is not good, right? Arrogance is maybe they drive, you know, a car that's super expensive, but maybe they can't afford the car, but they you know, they're making payments, they're in debt, credit card, but you know, oh, I have to drive the best car. I have to wear the most expensive clothes. I have to live in the best house, right? So that kind of arrogance. Oh, look at me, I'm the best. Where someone's proud, you know, they might like keep it inside, right? Like, yeah, I enjoy my job. I'm good at my job. People like me, but I'm going to just be a good person, right? And so they're confident, they're a good person, and they understand the situation. Where someone's arrogant, maybe they're not thinking of other people, they're just thinking of themselves. Okay, good. Okay, Sleepwalker has a question in the chat. Mark, we can make this activity a little more difficult next time. For example, you're giving us a word with a negative connotation, and we are thinking about a word with a positive connotation. So I don't understand. I can make it more difficult, of course, but I don't understand. So one more time, I'm not sure exactly what you mean, your second point. For example, you're giving us a word with a negative connotation, right? Talkative, reckless, arrogant. And we are thinking about a word with a positive. I don't understand. Yeah, so I mean, the purpose of this activity is just so you know that there's other words we can use for like expressive, brave, confident, right? And so describing people and things in a positive way and a negative way. So basically that is the purpose of this activity. It's for you to practice using a positive connotation and a negative connotation. Okay, let's see. Sleepwalker says, for example, you gave us a word talkative, and we are talking what word is with a positive connotation. Yeah, communicative. Yeah, give me an example of like an activity. I'm still like, I'm having trouble, Sleepwalker, understanding. Like on a worksheet, how would I do that on a worksheet? Oh, okay, so of course, you know, I want your feedback, of course. I want, so I can change this. It's basically just for you to practice. I mean, your sentences, you guys wrote, you guys had good sentences. So you just want to like add words. Okay, I see what you're saying. So, okay, I understand, Sleepwalker. So like expressive, right? What are negative words for expressive and negative words for expressive, right? Yeah, I can add. That's no problem. Yeah, that's a good idea. I can, like for example, part 4. just like a table, right? And you could just add other words, right? Okay, yeah, that's no problem. I just make just like a spreadsheet. I'll just make like rows where you can add more words. Yeah, that's easy. Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, so the thing is, like, what's hard to do is like how long to spend on an activity, right? And then my challenge is, you know, how many activities, how long, how much time on one activity, right? I mean, obviously we can spend 2 hours on one activity, right? But then people get bored. I don't know, like that's the hard thing, right? How much time to spend on an activity, right? And so I try to, I mean, if there's times I think, okay, are we doing too many activities? Are we spending too long, right? And sometimes, yeah, it's always a challenge for me. It's always difficult for me to decide like what activities, how long to spend on an activity. Like you know, I like having you guys participate. So for example, the idiom, and so we have people who are members, so I want to give them opportunities to practice idioms, for example. And so I give them an idiom and I tell them, okay, write a sentence, and then I make a worksheet, I put it on a worksheet, and then we look at the sentences and do it. So I think this is important for the members, and you know, idioms are an important thing to know, right? And how to use them, because the more idioms you know, the more natural you can sound. And we use, in English, we use idioms a lot. So I think idioms are important. And then like listening, we can, you know, this is a good activity where we could do in this situation, like on YouTube, right? In this format. And so, yeah, and so it's just like how many activities, how long we spend. But that's easy for me to do, Sleepwalker. Okay. Oh, I see, Lolly. That's a good idea. Yeah. So you guess if it's negative or positive. Yeah, I like that a lot, Lolly. I think, yeah, I think that is really helpful. Yeah, that's a good idea, Lolly. I'll make, yeah, so next week. So yeah, so you guys guess if it's a positive connotation or a negative connotation. Yep, that's a great idea. Yeah, thank you. That's a great idea. So I'm making a note. Yeah, and then we'll do that, and then of course have a space for you to add adjectives, right? Add words to it. So yeah, that's simple to do, easy to do, and that's a great idea. So I appreciate Lolly and Sleepwalker for that. Yeah, great. So yeah, so next week we'll do that. Okay, nice. Okay, we got one more. See, we're almost been here almost 2 hours, right? Almost 2 hours. So it's always a challenge how long to spend on an activity, right? Because we've been here almost 2 hours. I try to keep it in 2 hours. I try not to go over 2 hours. Really, like an hour's too short, and over 2 hours a little too long. So I try to keep it like in the 2-hour range. Okay, yeah, Mary, you give us a positive word and we need to say the negative one. Yeah. Okay, so the only problem with that is that it's a little high level. So, and then like, do people know those words, right? And so my idea of the, doing the worksheet, I want to give you the vocabulary, right? I want to introduce you to the vocabulary, and then I want you to use the vocabulary, right? And for a lot of people, maybe they don't know, like, okay, expressive. Oh, okay, if I just say, okay, give me negative adjectives for expressive. Maybe a lot of people go, I don't know, right? But if I give you the words and I tell you, okay, this is negative, this is positive, now use it in a sentence, right? So I'm helping you by giving you the vocabulary, but then you have to use that vocabulary in a sentence. And so by doing that, people can succeed. So my thinking, the way I teach, is I want everyone to, every activity, I want you to be successful, right? I want you to be able to do it. So the worst thing is when students can't do it, right? They leave the class going, oh, I couldn't do it, right? Because the teacher didn't allow the student to be successful, right? And so I want you to be successful. So I want you to be able to do the activities. So by me giving you the adjectives, right? By me giving you, okay, this is positive, this is negative, but you have to use it in a sentence. You have to be able to do it, right? So if I give you the vocabulary and I give you the meaning, now it's up to you to make a sentence using that. And by that, you'll then be able to remember it and able to use it in real life. Okay, let's see. Sleepwalker, for example, energetic. And we are thinking about a word with a negative connotation, overactive. So the problem is being able, like, in what context, right? So a lot of these, like, so some of these adjectives, do you know the context? How, like, overactive. So when do you use overactive? What situation do you use overactive, right? And it may not be negative, right? Overactive. And so that I even have challenge, right? Okay, on the spot right now, I have to, okay, how to use overactive. So like a child, overactive child, right? They can't sit still, they can't behave, right? So, oh, he is overactive, right? But that's very high level there, Sleepwalker. Like energetic, right? That is, positive, and, the word itself, we can understand that word, energy, energetic, right? And so that's positive. That person's an energetic person. That person is willing to volunteer, right? That he's energetic. He likes volunteering. He likes to be the leader. He likes to, right, exercise a lot. So that's the problem, that's the difficulty of adjectives. Like, what situation is that used in? So, so I'm just trying to think of what you would do with these words. Will you understand? Because I don't want to create confusion, right? And then the chat, everyone's like in the chat going, Mark, I don't understand, you know, and then the lesson gets slowed down, right? And also we have to think, for example, Sleepwalker, if you were my student and we're just one-on-one and we were face-to-face, here in my office here, and you came in and I go, okay, Sleepwalker, what do you want to practice today? And you go, oh, I want to practice using these adjectives. And then one-on-one, I can discuss with you. I go, oh, that works in that situation. It doesn't work in this situation. And in that context, that's good, right? But in this context, what we're doing here on YouTube live streaming, just all I could do is read the chat, right? And then I can just see confusion by people, like, oh, I don't, right? And then we'll spend 30 minutes talking about energetic or overactive, right? All of a sudden, you know, everyone in the chat, oh, I don't know, you know, oh, no, yeah. And then I go, oh, you have to use energetic in this situation or that. And then we're spending 30 minutes on overactive, right? And maybe in this situation on YouTube, it's not such a good class, where if we were one-on-one, like on Zoom or in the classroom, that's perfectly great, you know, that's your choice, that's what you want to do. But on YouTube, in this medium, in this context, where I can only read the chat, I could just see a lot of confusion. I can see just kind of going to, you know, like cogs, you know, like the cog, you know, like a you know, like machine, right? It's moving smoothly, and then all of a sudden it's like it starts slowing down and coming to a stop. Thanks. Oh, Malwana, this is my schedule right here, Malwana, right here. I'm here on Tuesdays, 5 p.m., Thursdays, 10 a.m., Sundays, 10 a.m., right here. This is, I live in Japan. This is Japan time. So yeah, so I understand, right? I understand Sleepwalker, I understand Mary, I understand you, Lolly. So I think that's a great idea. Like, guessing, is it positive and negative, and how to use it. So I will, when we do this worksheet next week, I will put some of the changes that you guys want, and we can experiment. Like, we could see, okay, how, you know, was it a smooth worksheet? Was it a smooth activity, right? So I understand this is a little easy for you. The worksheet was simple for you, I understand that, but I think it's better if we start simple and then we could make changes little by little, so we can make it a good worksheet, we can make it a smooth worksheet, where if we started, you know, the other way, and then it would be all like clumsy, it wouldn't be smooth, right? So we started super simple, and I'll add another part to it, make it a little more challenging, more interactive for you. I think that's great. And then we could always, everything, we can make adjustments, right? Everything could be, we can make changes in everything, right? Make it better. And I want to make it better for you. So, yeah, so I'll add that, and we'll see how it goes. And thank you for your ideas. Thank you for your input. I always say, you know, this class is for you, right? This is for you. And I want you to come back here every week with me, right? And so I want to make it fun. I want to make it informative. I want to make it where you are learning, right? Where you are engaged. I want to make it challenging for you. I want to make it smooth for you. I want to make it the best for you. So I appreciate that. And don't be shy, right? Anytime, you know, these activities we do, if there's anything that you say, oh, I think we should do this, we should do that, we should change this, we should change that, please tell me, because I want to make it a good class for you, right? So I think that is great. And we're not going to do the substitution practice. We'll do that next week, okay? I'm looking at the clock. We talked about this activity. It's a new activity, right? Positive connotation pairs. So it's new activity. So I'm getting feedback from you. I'm getting ideas from you. So that I think that's positive. I think that's positive, right? That's what we want. We want positive energy, positive energy. So let's stop here. Let's do our quiz on top of the chat. And next week, I will make those changes in this worksheet, and we'll do the substitution practice next week, okay? Thank you so much. Mwah. You guys are very kind to me, very kind. I appreciate it. You guys are great supporters. You're here with me every week. You're always here, so you're my anchor. Yeah, you know, anchor. That is like a ship has an anchor, right? Because the water just keeps floating, right? So if you have no anchor, if you're just like on a raft without an anchor, the anchor, this is an anchor. Right, this is an anchor, and right, there's change, right? And then here's the boat. That's a bad boat. Let's say, okay, this is a ship or a boat, and they need an anchor so they'll stop, right? So if the ship stops in the ocean, it lets down the anchor, and then it hits the ocean floor. And so the ship doesn't move. And so the ship is anchored, it is stopped, it won't float away. So a ship, if it doesn't have an anchor, it'll just float away. It'll go anywhere where the ocean takes it. So you guys are my anchor. You keep me here. You keep me on task. You ask me questions. And so you could say, rock, you're my anchor. We have that expression, rock, R-O-C-K, you know, like a boulder. You're my rock. You keep me here. You keep me stable. Right? Stable. Ship doesn't move. It's stable and in one place, and not just floating around the ocean, lost. Oh no. Like a ship without an anchor is just, it's gone. So you keep me here. You're my anchor, and I appreciate you guys for sure. Love you, love you, love you. Okay, so before I keep talking more and more, right? I just keep talking and talking, and that's not good. Okay, so let's go to the quiz on top of the chat. There's a white box. In the white box, there is a sentence. In the sentence, there's a missing word. Choose the best word. Let's have a look at the quiz on top of the chat. Very good, Sleepwalker. We always meet halfway. That is good, right? Because that was exactly it, Sleepwalker. Because Sleepwalker wanted, like, okay, I want to use all these words. She wanted like a very high level, difficult activity. And then I go, oh, well, maybe it's not going to be so smooth here on YouTube. And so we're going, okay, well, Sleepwalker, let's bring it in a little bit. Let's focus it a little bit. Let's let's make it where everyone can do it, right? Not just you, but everyone can do it and we can succeed. You can feel good that you learned something, right? And so we compromised, right, Sleepwalker, and we met halfway. Okay, good. Sometimes I don't, Lolly, thank you. See, you used it perfectly. So very successful, Lolly. Lolly says, Mark is communicative, not talkative. So I was feeling I was feeling a bit talkative, right? Spending, the clock, you're here, you're waiting, your valuable time. And so I just keep rambling on. I just keep talking, no point, and that is talkative. But Lolly says, no, you're communicative. That means, there's a purpose for my talk. Thank you, Lolly. See, you used those two adjectives perfectly. All right. Okay. Let's go to the quiz on top of the chat. I'm opening it up right now. Okay, good. All right. Are you ready for the quiz? The sentence is, she to work by train every morning. She to work by train every morning. Choose the best word. Is it go? Is it going? Is it goes? Is it gone? Does the sentence go like this? She go to work by train every morning. She going to work by train every morning. She goes to work by train every morning. She gone to work by train every morning. Is it go? Is it going? Is it goes? Is it gone? Choose the best word. Good luck. Mawana, thank you, Mawana. So this is the schedule, Mawana, right here. Schedule, my schedule. Okay, yes, goes. Zara goes. Helga, she goes to work by train every morning. Yes, Mary goes. Lolly goes. Lolly says she goes to work by train every morning. Shams goes. Everyone, yes, Sleepwalker goes. Everyone, Henna goes. Yes. Okay, great job. It's 7 o'clock right now. It is 7 o'clock. We've been here for 2 hours. So thank you for being here with me. We will do what we always do. I'm going to change this worksheet a little bit, make it, add some more adjectives, challenge you guys a little bit more. All right. And thank you. I'll be back on Thursday, 10 a.m. Japan time. Please check out my Patreon. Support me there so I can support you. Lolly's on my Patreon. Thank you, Lolly. Love you. And of course, join the green team. Get your name in green. Support me so I can support you. And yeah, Amazon, you know everything. You know what to do. Okay. Love and peace to you and your family. Be safe. Stay healthy, smile. When you smile, you're positive and you help other people be positive because your smile spreads to others. Okay, Hannah. Good. Yeah, so I'm in Japan, so these are Japan times. So please check your time zone versus Japan time zone, okay? So that's how you know what time I'm here, right? Check your time and Japan time. Thanks, Mary. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Let's count down and say goodbye together. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. We're counting down. We're saying goodbye together. Love and peace to you and your family. Smile, be healthy, and stay safe. Okay, here we go. Let's count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much, everyone. I will see you next time. Take it easy. Bye. Thank you.